Almost did it. Caught myself. I'm not muted, you guys. Let me grab my cards. Today we're going to do a reading in Nancy Guthrie's case because I want to know, what do they really know? Do they even have a real suspect? I mean, they're busting open homes and taking people out, and they're like, oh, nope, it wasn't you. See you in the morning. Have a good night, George. So I've got a lot of questions. Now, I know you also have questions, and so I'd like to give the opportunity for other people to ask the questions. Our private eyes are those that are very invested in the case. It's only $2.99 a month. We do this all the time, so your membership gives you a lot of use to come in and on different cases, and we do cover a lot of different cases. We've covered over 150 cases, but it gives you the chance to be in the part where you get to ask the questions on the live chat. And if you can't, don't worry, we're going to share it with absolutely everybody. But right now, what we're going to do in this live is I'm going to provide a reading that gives me an understanding, and I'll share that with you, of what is being kept tight to the vest. Now, if there may be some things that I personally will feel uncomfortable in revealing, that I feel maybe would tip off someone, and so I may not share absolutely 100% of everything. I think you understand why. Nancy's safety, if she is alive and this isn't a recovery, is very important. All right, my lovelies. With that being said, let me add on to it that everything is my interpretation. I'm not a medium. I'm not a psychic. I'm a tarot reader, and I'm excellent at reading cards, but you ask the better questions. So with that being said, let's jump over. Thank you to my live audience for joining me. And let's go ahead and get started. Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie. What clues do law enforcement have that they're keeping quiet on? All right, my lovelies, let's see. This is so concerning. Oh, I see I've got a line on the... Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this, because it'll drive me crazy otherwise. But... there. It's from our chat box. Okay, the devil. So... that's interesting, especially after my last conversation. But really, honestly, you guys, I'm just going to tell you that only a devil would take an 84-year-old woman out of her home in the middle of the night in that manner. But it's interesting that we have this devil and the truth train's coming through. What's the other clue? Inside. The devil inside. Where have I heard that before? The devil inside. Is that a movie? I gotta Google it. Ziggy. Volume 10. Ziggy. What does the devil inside mean?
The devil inside could refer to different things. It's a song by InXS about the darker side we all have, and also a 2012 horror movie about exorcisms. Would you like to know more about the InXS song, The Devil Inside?
No.
All right, no problem.
So it was a movie too. Bottom of the deck, outer space. Interesting. Male. Didn't the band have something to do with outer space. I don't remember if Tommaso's band did. Mail. Meeting. Always gets out of fare, right? Motel, hotel. That might be where they took her. Tunnel. That might be what we have to look at. There could be tunnel vision in this. Or it could have to do with real tunnel. Are there tunnels around there? And then waterways, there's got to be huge culverts that look like, thought I saw JLR look into one. All right. I want to get the truth oracle on this. And just see what comes out. I just got a little bit nauseous with this devil inside thing. I think that's very concerning. Show me what secrets that law enforcement are keeping tight to the vest in the Nancy Guthrie case. Are you kidding me? Hold on. That went across the room. And I'm kind of boxed in. No, I can't anymore. I told you. In Excess is a band, right? Now I got sing. Soul. Sing, praise, performance. Performer. A singer. It just always comes back to him. That tomato, right? Are they looking at him still? Remember, Ashley Banfield has been straight up correct on everything else she said. And she doubled down the other day and said that she has not heard it change, that Tommaso is allegedly their prime suspect. Remember all the activity that was happening around Annie's house. I've got The Devil Inside. That's an In Excess song. A band. Heavy metal. Annie Guthrie writes books about the darkness inside. This is just crazy. I can't get out of the Annie world. Okay. Truth Oracle. What else is another clue? This is just drives me crazy. I get so frustrated. Caves could be in the mountain. I didn't get caves, but I did get tunnel. But yeah, cave, tunnel could be. Uninvited guest comes up again. Surprise. Big change. Motive decision. It says accident. This is no accident. So look at the house, right? This person coming up to the house. Look. Key. How'd they get in the house, y'all? Was it forced entry? Now, Ashley Banfield does say that there was alleged forced entry in the back door and it was wide open. It says key, people, core of the problem. Pass. And look at that. It's a female holding the key. A female with red. And you and I both know all my reads point to Mrs. Annie Guthrie. Not intentionally, but that's what intuitively comes up because of the whole Red and Annie. So we have uninvited guests. Apparently they have a key to get to the house. And then we have level up, promotion, progress, ascending. Let's get into the oracle cards real quick. Show me, so they may have a key core person they're focused on, law enforcement. They absolutely know it was an uninvited guest, right? The Devil Inside is a song by In Excess, and that's also a band. And we've got the singer, right? The Truthful Testimony, Forensic Insight. I just want to see what we get out of this deck. What is law enforcement holding close to their vest that is a clue to Annie Guthrie? I'm sorry, see, she's on my brain. Nancy Guthrie. The Investigator's Insight. Use insight gained from your investigation to form your decisions. Reflect on your findings and apply this understanding to guide your action. Insightful analysis leads to better outcome. That's a jail. That's interesting. Okay. I'm going to break out the tarot now, and we'll walk through it. Choice between two, a decision. They're trying to make a decision. Law is trying to, this is a decision and this is a decision. This is a choice between two. This is making a decision. Two of Swords is deciding something. She's covered her eyes to meditate, to make a decision. Which direction do I go? Lovers, a choice between two, as well as this is a couple, a female and a male. So in my opinion, that could be why they busted the mother-son home, thinking of they were looking for a female and a male. Now I heard she's 70 herself. Come on. Okay, anyway, let's get into the tarot. Let me understand what law enforcement is holding to the vest that would help us understand what happened to Nancy Guthrie. The World card, Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, Virgo, mainly Capricorn. We have this closing down a cycle. World Wide Web. I'm going to ask this. I didn't want that answer. I have youth and self-love. And I was asking the question if this was a distraction and what the distraction would be away from. What are we being distracted away from? I got self-love over youth. If we were talking about Epsom salt, that would be very concerning. Okay, let's continue with the reading. Show me why Nancy's getting the World card for information and that is information that is being hidden from the world by law enforcement. What are they keeping tight to the vest? Well, this has me boggled. And I'm never stumped. So we have Virgo energy. Intuition. Their gut. What they feel. And the home card. This is the home. Virgo energy. We have imprisonment. Now this is usually, 8 of Swords is usually self-imprisonment. They feel it's close to home, that the perpetrator is close to home, meaning close to Nancy's, is what I'm picking up intuitively. But they may also feel that she's literally abducted, meaning that she's still alive. Do law enforcement believe Nancy is still alive? Someone from the past. They believe it's someone she knows. They believe it's somebody that she knows very well. That's what they're keeping quiet. This is the 6 of Cups. You've known this person since they were a child. This is the past card. This is somebody that shared something together. Do law enforcement suspect family members at all? Work, mastering something, doing something repetitive. They suspect that it could be somebody that worked for Nancy for a long time. they suspect it's somebody that worked for Nancy, did odd jobs, or did something repetitive for Nancy. Do law enforcement suspect Tommaso and Annie, allegedly? Wow. 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 Holy crap. Okay, we're going to put it all back together. I'm going to walk this and tell you what this is showing me. And then you can explain to me what this means. So, we have this done deal. Something was not fixable. That's what they believe. That there was irreparable damage, like irreversible damage in a relationship, an ongoing living relationship. Somebody was like, felt like they weren't treated right. So they retaliated by making a plan, a blueprint. At least 3 people. This is the 3 pentacles. This is the blueprint. This is the actual builder. These are the architects. This is the plan to build this. So they felt something. Okay. Now the plan. This is where it's telling me is somebody in the home. We have the grandma, grandpa, right? Which would be Nancy. We have children playing. We have the family. We even have dogs. They're part of this home environment on a regular basis. This is legacy. This is inheritance. This is a lot of money. And so is 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles is all money. So then we have this lawyer energy, almost as if it could be about, you could see this not only lawyer, but it's an authority. It's somebody like taxes. It's something like, the law. This is a authority. Could be taxes. We have this laying someone to rest. Remember when I told you this could be a will. This could be a legacy. We have somebody saying, pay up, pay up. Your dues are due. Income taxes are due. Let's get them. Get your income taxes done, right? And we have this death of this person. They're laying on a coffin, 4 swords. And they're in a church. It's probably the funeral. So we go from that, legacy can be will. And that could be the plan, right? You betrayed me, so I'm going to get my revenge by making a plan to get to your legacy, because I got people saying pay up, right? Come forward, pay up. She's got her hand out like, give it to me. Now we have that 4 of Swords laying on the... So there's the plan right there. There's the plan of the nutshell right there. There's the plan. Something went wrong, can't be fixed. This person says, I got a plan. I'm going after a legacy, and I can pay off my debt. I just got to make sure this person passes away so that the will gets read. That kind of energy. This is law enforcement's thing. There'll be a payout. Maybe it's not a will. Maybe it's a payout. All right. Now, here's how it goes down. This is all alleged. We have this fight. They believe there was a fight where Nancy was left without a way to defend herself. See, these people, they have their backs to this person because this person has unfairly fought the fight and took the weapons away so they can't defend themselves. So there's a fight and Nancy can't defend herself. That's the way that they're seeing it. Fight at all costs. The high priestess knows but isn't speaking. This is the secret. We have this person that wants to be on their feet solid. They want to be independent of Nancy's energy and still have the money. See the 9 Pentacles? She's a step away from the Queen of Pentacles. Nancy's a queen. This could be a daughter. This could be a cousin. This could be a worker. This is somebody that wants to feel solid independently of Nancy, independent of Nancy. And so they form a judgment, and that is the decision. They're like, yep, that's my final answer. I'm taking the action. We have this interesting thing where this angel here, well, she's not an angel, she's a lady. She's putting something in the mouth of the lion, right? That could be to weaken someone, take away their strength. And Nancy could have been spiked in some way, because it's part of the plan, which is this 7 of Pentacles, which is all about harvesting this money tree. This person had to really invest into this plan by planting the seed. They had to nurture it, care for it, build it, all this, and they only received 1 coin. And so this is also a divine timing card, meaning this is a long-term investment. They put time into this. Hidden information. The moon is about exploring. And what's interesting is I feel like we're going to get into where she is. The moon, hidden. Well, what I want to know is what they have in their vest. Yes, under their vest that they're keeping tight. But also, my big question is, where's Nancy? And what's interesting in this moon picture is I could see this as search dogs. I could see this as the universe saying, get off your butt, get your search dogs, and take them out past the city limits into the desert, right? Get your search dogs, go look for her. And that's the evidence. Ace of Pentacle, confirmation, yes. This is a confirmation also because it's a pentacle, meaning tangible, something you hold with your hand. Physical evidence, yes. So this is saying go out into the desert. That's where Nancy is. King of Pentacles. She's been there a while. Swift action is needed because that's where they abandoned her. These are beggars. They're on crutches, right? Maybe a cane. This one's barefoot. It's a 5 of Pentacles. This is the abandonment card. That's the plan you need for your ships to come in. This guy's made his decision and is saying make a plan and take the action to go find her. And that is the clearest. That is, I mean, that sun may be hot out in that desert, but that is where you're going to find the clarity that you seek. Hierophant, commit it. Commit it. Take it to heart. And that's when you'll find out who the illusion is. There's the evidence, messenger of evidence. And yeah, we found her. We can take a self-cup of love and let Nancy lay to rest. Get over the tower moment, because wow, it's going to be there. All right, my lovely Luz, let me clean up my cards real quick. I'm going to come up to top side, and then we're going to hand it over to you guys. All our beautiful PIs can ask the questions, and I would love it if you guys right now would take a moment just to hit, while I clean up my cards, hit that like button, show you love the channel, show your support. I do my very best. Like I said, everything's my interpretation. You might feel completely different, and I encourage you to think different, right? Okay, my lovelies, let me come up there to the top. Moving on up to the top. I don't know, I'm goofy that way. All right, you guys, that was wild. I learned a lot. It went from seeing what was being hidden behind, so they think it's somebody that's close to the family. If not family, is what they really gut feel. So if they're looking at all these other people, they must be thinking family paid somebody off to take action. Just saying. That's what my cards are showing. Doesn't mean that that's exactly the way they see it, but they're definitely looking for somebody that worked repetitively with Nancy. Interesting. I appreciate you so much. I truly do. I hope you appreciate me. If you would like to show that, please hit that like button. And thank you for my replay crew. I greatly appreciate you. Remember, replay crew, I restock the lounge so you help yourself to whatever you like. But I can't answer the questions when you put them in the comments because I don't have a way to pull the cards for you. And I'm not psychic. I'm not. And I never talk to the dead. I love you guys. I'm ready. Are y'all ready to do the time warp again? You wanting to jump with me? I think you are. All right, my lovelies. Get ready. Take a deep breath. We're going to do the time warp together. See you in a minute.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemy